This is the transfer guide to Course Schedule Planner. Course Schedule Planner is a tool provided by Rutgers to help students build potential schedules for the upcoming semesters. You can access the Course Schedule Planner by going to sims.rutgers.edu/CSP. After logging in with your NetID and password, you will see this screen, which is your dashboard. To create a schedule for the upcoming fall, I'm going to click here. This will bring me to my options. Under Select Courses, first you want to make sure that New Brunswick is listed as well as undergraduate. Then you can start selecting by subject areas. If I want to select something from psychology, I can scroll down. You can see here that the majors are in alphabetical order. Here's psychology, and I click search. There are a few things you should pay attention to when choosing classes. First would be prerequisites. As you can see here, most of the classes list prerequisites. If I hover over it, I can see the prereq. In this case, we have general psychology as a prereq to Intro to Clinical and School Psychology. However, quantitative methods in psychology has a math prerequisite. So make sure you have the prerequisite before you add the course. Course Schedule Planner will not take into consideration any prerequisites you may already have and will allow you to add any course to your planned schedule. So let me go ahead and add quantitative methods because I have the math prerequisite, and I want to add memory. By adding these two courses, I now have 9 potential schedules. Now I want to look for courses for my potential minor. Right now I'm leaning towards health and society, and I know one of the next courses I should take is under the sociology department. So here I see sociology of medicine and healthcare. I want to add that to my plan. But I've also been thinking that criminology sounds interesting, so let me explore that as a potential minor as well. But I'm also curious about women and gender studies, so I'm going to scroll down there and see what classes are available for this fall. So I haven't taken anything in this area yet, so I think starting with 101 Intro to Gender, Race, and Sexuality makes sense. And as an added bonus, this class is also featured on the core, so if I take this course, either my CCD or CCO requirement will be fulfilled. So it makes sense to explore that area now. I'm going to add that to my list. The last class I need to add is the Students in Transition Seminar. This is located under Arts and Sciences. And the course number is 220, so I can add it right here. Alright, so I have 6 classes in my schedule. That brings me to 17 credits. This is a little bit on the high end of average, so it might be that I drop one class. I'm not quite sure yet. So if I dropped one of these 3 credit courses, that would bring me down to 14 credits, which is still acceptable. You really want to be aiming for about 15 credits a semester. So between 14 and 17, either way, seems like a responsible decision. Now that I've chosen all of my courses, the next step is to select the sections. So I click here, and the first thing I want to do is uncheck the closed, because there's no point right now in looking at closed sections. And then I also want to scroll down to see if there are any special notes that tell me if I'm eligible or not eligible for a class. So I can go down and see here for Intro to Race, Gender, and Sexuality, some classes are only open to first years and sophomores. So if I'm a junior, I want to uncheck these sections. The next thing I may want to do is limit my schedule by days of the week or times of day. So if I don't want to have any classes on weekends, I can click here. If I don't want any classes in the evenings, I can also uncheck these. So now my schedule will only be Monday through Friday, mornings and afternoons. Next, I may also want to limit by campus. So if I know that my first 3 classes are located on Bush, College Ave, and Cook Douglas, but my next 3 classes have multiple sections, then I know that I might not actually have to go to Livingston campus this semester. So I can uncheck Livingston, and that will eliminate some of the options. Now that I have the times and locations that I like, I can go to Build Schedule. Right now there are at least 10 schedules that are available to me. I'm going to go through and see which ones make the most sense. Now, first of all, I don't really like having 4 classes in one day, especially since I don't have a lot of time for lunch here. So I'm going to move on until I see one. Okay, this one actually is not too bad. No more than 3 classes in a day, 1 class on Friday. So I'm going to just name this one number 1 and save it as an option. Scroll through again, Back to 4 classes on Monday, so I don't think so. Here's another good possibility. So I'm going to save this one as 2. And I'd like this one as well, so 3. You can continue going through your schedule and saving any options that you like. And then once you've done that, you can go to Save Schedules and see these options. So now number 1, I saved as here. Here's number 2, and here's number 3. Really the thing that's changing in this case is the students in transition class. So as I go through, I can see when would I like to take it. I can do it on Tuesday, Thursday, or Friday. I kind of like the way this schedule is spaced out, but I don't really know if I want to have a Friday afternoon class. So let me go back. I'm thinking I like the spacing of this. Here I have 2 classes on Bush back to back, so that's not too bad. Please note the campus legend at the bottom of the screen. Each campus has its own color. Also, if you add a course to your schedule that is closed, you'll see it outlined in red. Once I'm able to register, I can click on this register button, and this will bring me to WebReg. What's nice about this is that you don't have to go searching for each individual class. This will import all of the course registration numbers at once. Some key things to remember while you're using Course Schedule Planner is that Course Schedule Planner will let you add any course regardless of prerequisites or restrictions. Please pay careful attention to the notes to make sure that you are eligible to take this course before adding it to your plan. Also, Course Schedule Planner will not register you for courses, but you can import a saved schedule into WebReg. Thanks for watching.